Ignore my hair. It is white. I literally just did that myself today. And I also put hair tinsels in my hair if you're wondering what that glitter is. We're not going to talk about it because I still don't know how I feel about it. But what we are going to talk about are the 5 most painful piercings that I've ever gotten out of the 17 piercings that I've ever had. But before I do, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Tell me that you think my hair is pretty even if you don't mean it. And let's get started. Alright, so I'm currently filming like an entire piercing series on my channel. I just filmed one talking about my least painful piercing, so you guys should check that one out. I'll leave it somewhere here or in the description. But right now, we're gonna discuss the 5 most painful piercings that I've gotten. Now, I know when it comes to pain, everyone's different. I feel like I have a low pain tolerance. Like I am a bit of a little bitch when it comes to pain. But yeah, pain is different for everyone. So you have to take everything I say with a grain of salt. Some of the things that I might have on this list as the most painful piercing for me might be the least painful piercing for you. So it really depends on the person. Anyways, I have a total of 17 piercings that include 6 on my lobes, 4 of which I did myself. Well, technically I did 6 myself because I f***ed up. You guys should watch that video too. I filmed it. I have the flat. I used to have the smiley. I used to have the surface one right here on my ear. The girls are pierced. I have the tragus, conch, the daith, the nose, and then I have 2 forward helixes, which equals 17. And out of all of those, there were 5 of them that stood out to be the most painful. And I'm going to start with number 5, and that is my nose piercing. Now, I got the nose pierced a very, very long time ago. I did it right after the club, which I don't recommend. You should never impulsively get piercings, even though most of my piercings have been impulsive. You should really put some thought into it and don't go to like a random piercing place right next to the club. What am I saying? I've gotten most of my piercings like that. Whatever. Regardless, I would rate the nose piercing a 5 out of 10, which I know is not that painful, but it was pretty painful. I bled a lot, and I also cried. Not because it was painful, just because I think everyone cries when they pierce their nose. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Also, if you want cute nose jewelry, I'm gonna leave some jewelry options down below. I get all of mine from Amazon, and if you watch my video where I talk all about the nose ring, I tell you exactly what jewelry I do recommend, so I'm gonna leave the best jewelry I recommend down below, but I'm also going to leave the hoop one because I think having a thin little hoop is cute, at least for me. Alright, so the 4th most painful piercing that I got is the very first piercing that I got, and that is the flat, which is right here. I also have really cute jewelry for here that I will link in the description. Yeah, I would rate the flat 5 out of 10. Which is the same thing that I rated the nose, but I feel like this was more painful than the nose, even though they're both a 5 out of 10. It's a different 5 out of 10, I would say. But yeah, it hurt. And maybe it hurt a lot because it was my first piercing, so I was like extra nervous. But regardless, I feel like, I don't know, I mean, it's right here, it's in your ear. It's a little painful. Alright, so in 3rd place for the most painful piercing is my forward helix. I have 2 forward helixes. I got them 1 year apart, and I would rate both of them like a 5.5 or maybe even a 6 out of 10. And not only that, but they took a whole motherfucking year to heal. And I feel like that also adds to the pain, but if we're speaking solely on just the piercing itself, it was a 5 out of 10. Especially since it's in that little flap of your ear. The piercer has to move around and like dig in there, you know? So yeah, it was painful. But it's still really cute. Honestly, I might consider getting it on this ear because it's just pretty. I only have 2. I wish I would have gotten 3. Alright, so for the 2nd most painful piercing that I've gotten, it goes to the girls. Now, I have gotten them pierced 3 different times. Each time was different in pain level, but I think collectively I would rate the pain for this like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. Like it let's give it a 9.5 out of 10. It was painful. Not all 3 times. One of the times it was pretty painless, but for 2 of the times it was a 9.5 out of 10. In fact, I have a whole horror story video dedicated to the horror that happened when I got it pierced. I'll leave it somewhere here in the description. You guys should definitely check it out. Not if you are considering getting it pierced, then maybe watch it after. But if you have no care of getting it pierced or you already have it pierced, then you should definitely watch it because I feel like it's a funny story. But yeah, overall, I would rate it a 9.5 out of 10. And I don't think it is as painful as what I put in my number 1 slot for the most painful piercing, and that is, can I get a drum roll please? The Daith. Honestly, the Daith, I feel like, is maybe the prettiest piercing that I have. I don't even have like that cute of a jewelry. I'm planning to get it changed soon. But I saw Kylie Jenner, back when she had Snapchat, post her Daith. It was this exact picture. And I was like, oh my god, I need to get this pierced. Because I thought it was so beautiful. And not even that picture. Like, Google any Daith picture. It's just really pretty. But it's a fucking 10 out of 10. It's painful. And I saw somebody on YouTube talk about how this was like such a painless piercing. One, you. Just kidding. Like I said, pain is different for everyone. But still, you. Because it was so painful. So painful. I mean, it's literally #1 on my list. 10 out of 10. And it's a different 10 out of 10 than these 10 out of 10s. It's like the bad 10 out of 10. Would I recommend it though? Absolutely. To everyone. I think it's such a cute piercing. But just know that it is hell. If you're curious to know which are my least painful piercings, then like I said, I'll leave that video in the description. So if any of the piercings I mentioned, you don't agree with the pain level, you should let me know what you rate them if you got them done, or what you consider your most painful piercing to be. But yeah, those were mine. I hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video.